Brotherhood, sipping, chilling with a priest, feeling hella good. I'll ride for my niggas and it's understood, and never put a fucking hope on
where we going?
You know
what we doing? That fuck on me, oh girl be spooning. What's on our plate? Dinner food. You eat that pussy, boy you fool. I'm on my grind, they already know I'm working, but I'm out of sight, band-aid my skin color. I'm picture perfect, but I'm TV worthy. Her late, a legendary, call it James Worthy. I'm ballin', to be or not to be, but shawty bugging me, I nicknamed her Flea. Old days, gotta remember, try to remember. Handcuffed at an age, nigga just became a member of that shit. Had 4 clips, I got 4 clips. I'm still with it, hey. Been in 9 different schools, been around in South Carolina like a damn mouth. Book this crazy run is full of problems, remember. That's a priest and prophet, pop it for a profit. Pop it for a profit, and I'm a priest and prophet. Shaw, priest and prophet, call me priest and prophet. Pop it for a profit, pop it for a profit.
Pop it for a profit, these hoes need to stop it. Shut the fuck up, bitch, and put the money in my pocket. Bitch, pay your tithes, won't let us alive. Leave the truth for you, you done lost your damn mind. See the truth, it's my first wife, young nigga on the grind. Priest and prophet on the rise, UPK since 69. I thought you knew, this one for them Hebrews, making moves, dropping jewels, acting bad on the news. Friends is out the window, see the Lord is who we follow. White man is the devil, fighting demons like Rambo. Die would die, war band, garment, rocking camo. You ain't here to stay, you in the way, bitch, you gotta go. UPK, them social night, told my rib I'm always right. Warfare shit, I'm about that life. World War III, them guns gon' bite. Die would die to be so bright. Warriors come out at night, cross the line, might lose your eye. One way bitch, now that's the vibe.
That's a priest and prophet, pop it for a profit. Pop it for a profit, and I'm a priest and prophet. Shaw, priest and prophet, call me priest and prophet. Pop it for a profit, pop it for a profit. Brotherhood, sipping, chillin' with a priest, feeling hella good. I'll ride for my nigga, and that's understood, and never put a fucking hope before that brotherhood. Brotherhood, sipping, chillin' with a priest, feeling hella good. I'll ride for my nigga, and that's understood, and never put a fucking hope before that brotherhood.
Don't let your strongest muscle be in your goddamn them Twitter fingers, nigga. Boss that nigga, man. Get your shit together, man. I'm overrated. So overrated. Overrated. So overrated, nigga. Coming on this bitch real fresh, bulletproof, high shoot, bitch, you better wear your vest. She try to get something off her chest, but the drip on her head made a mess. I'm a real piece of profit on this one, but nighttime sheet, I'm a beast. I'm like, here, eat it up, baby, eat it. Here, eat it up, baby, eat. I walk with my pole like a pimp in the state that I got up a ton. I walk around with a lot of blaze, I lit a rip on it, yeah. Tonight it's a ride, I got a show, live show, and the nigga still indie. Hey, UPK niggas winning, UPK niggas gifted. Hey, I had a little money, but I lost a little money for that punk ass job. Now I'm getting paid off passion, so it's only right that I stunt. All the nigga wanna hate, frustrates on the face, boy, love wasting time. I don't hate being around broke minds, I motivate their ass in their grind. And that's a real ass leader, real ass nigga, 2G short in the flesh. And I'ma eat my plate so good, I'ma let a little bit while the dish. And I'ma beat down your block so rich, top off, you'll feel their leg. I went to another bitch house, cause that bitch ain't clean up the kitchen. And I ain't saying no names, give a goddamn shit, let that motherfucker learn. I left my phone unlocked, woke up, bitch, had a damn chalkboard in front. Wanna know who it is, who the fuck is that, bitch, I ain't telling no business. And I bought another motherfucking chopper, and that bitch came with some haters, but hey, I'm overrated, pass overrated. I'm overrated, pass overrated, nigga. I'm overrated, pass overrated. I'm overrated. Pass overrated, nigga. I pass overrated. My money coming steady. I'ma rock out my good talk. Hey, the women looking good. Got them white girls. I was trying to see who got good talk. South Carolina, where them 5 thick women, they better know how to cook up. Hey, never take the bitch from scratch. That'll keep a nigga, yeah, on stop. I be in Atlanta with the hitters. Zone 6 rocking with a nigga. Had a nigga walk up to a G, but couldn't get past my security. Yeah, I go like that's my dog already, and a priest to a fish. Niggas in the world traumatized, trying to buy a trip off a nigga. But we gon' keep the shows coming, keep these hoes running hill for a change, he'll fly. But I gotta keep my fly slide on me, cause these knack bitches lying. I'm in North Carolina doing real big shit, I been got new ties. If you ain't round broke, boy, you tired. But me and my niggas, yeah, pass overrated, pass overrated. Overrated, pass overrated, nigga. Pass overrated, pass overrated, overrated, pass overrated, nigga.
That's the Pass Overrated, man, mixtape. EP, whatever you wanna call it. I'm beating y'all more. Y'all run this shit up, man. Do this shit for the Lord, man. Pass Overrated, man. Shit. UBK South Carolina, man. Shout 2G. Come on, I see you, nigga. Come on.
Good night. Yeah, bitch. You already know who it is. They say the man with the 45, he beat with the man with the rifle, huh? Man, it ain't about what sword you got, it's about the man with the sword, you dumb fuck. Get your shit together. Hey, hey, war. Killer be kid, boy, I'm a menace. I call it down, but it's still in me. Toilet your head, boy, like a dentist. These boys rainbow, yeah, they feel me. How can I show love to my enemy? I know these boys out trying to get me. It's a man down, but it ain't me. War. Killer be kid, boy, life is war. Come around the corner and I'm looking slow. I'm talking my prayer like it up close. I bring their heads off with the sword. Bring that bitch back to the Lord. I bring that bitch back to the Lord, yeah. I bring that bitch back to the Rags the bitches, I got my take up like I'm sickin'. Yeah, I took the decision, I made my mind up like I'm sleeping. AR-15, yeah, I caused a commotion, my tit looking miss like new potion. She got a demotion, rub on her, I need some lotion. I stroke on her ocean, slow motion, now I'm exploding. I caused a collision, I'm too high like foreign train mission. Yeah, I'm sipping, I see your motherfucking vision. These boys keep talking that bitch and I pull up like pigeons. Like, where the brand and understand that I slap on the top of my enemies. Yeah, I already said that, Halo is head, yeah, but don't take my comments for weakness. Yeah, I get it, I got it, I'm possible, I'm my own pilot, I don't need no stylist. Roll up on me and you drop it, we can do the straight hand like I'm coming. I mean, I got that body hot lava, it's lava, my silence a profit. Red out and stocking, just know I've been under something. I look at you, boy, you ain't nothing, I be like, war. Killer be kid, boy, I'm a menace. I call it down, but it's still in me. Toilet your head, boy, like a dentist. These boys rainbow, yeah, they feel me. How can I show love to my enemy? I know these boys out trying to get me. It's a man down, but it ain't me. War. Killer be kid, boy, life is war. Come around the corner and I'm looking slow. I'm talking my prayer like it up close. I bring their heads off with the sword. Bring that bitch back to the Lord. I bring that bitch back to the Lord, yeah. I bring that bitch back to the She asked me what I do, I'm always busy. I say I'm getting my weight up, obesity. She wanna come around and wanna visit. She talking through a pussy on. Listen, I'm all black. Yeah, counting rats. Yeah.
Shit, man, it was good for the night though, man.
Shit, I think we should go to Duke's tonight.
Shit, Dukes. I'm always fucking with Dukes out there last night. I'll go again, I ain't tripping.
We go to Duke's every Saturday.
Man, we don't gotta go out. We can just drink at school or some shit. Nah, for real, man. We can just stay in. Like, what's up with that?
This nigga. Bro, shut the fuck up. No more playing some music.
Let's just get some s'mores and crackers and sing Kumbaya.
This nigga, you feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga trying to go out, this nigga, ooh, this damn song. I want to be in those weird ass shit, man. Like, God, please.
Man, let me tell you about this weird shit Captain did, man. All the niggas over there out
You
there
talking about
laughing.
something that just happened right now?
Yeah, all them brothers out there
All
laughing.
right, well,
and shit.
hold on. Are you offended?
Yeah, I'm offended, man.
Okay, so if you offended, hold on. If you offended by what somebody did or said to you, what should you do? Should you go to a brother and talk about your offense? Or should you go to the brother that offended
No,
you?
but I feel like I can't
No.
really talk to
Hear
him,
me though. What Christ said.
Go to him and him alone.
All right then. So what you about to do?
I'm gonna go talk to him about it.
I'm sorry, Christ.
Yo, you got any better ideas? Hey, the life was part of
Oh my God, bro.
Nigga, that's a funny nigga, man.
It's like technology.
It was good.
I'm offended by the jokes and stuff that y'all was doing. Really, like I feel like y'all took it too far. Like, all right, I know we joke around with brothers, but I feel like y'all took that shit too far.
Yeah, man. Hey, Slocky, man. That's my fuck up. I apologize for that. I didn't mean to be, joking and laughing and shit at you. You know you my bro. I'm sorry. You accept my apology?
Yeah, kind of, sir.
I'm Slocky. Let me get you a drink or something. You solid? We good? More time, crack the water. Hey, Shalom, Lord of Christ, man. We just showed you a scenario on how you should handle a situation when someone offends you, man. Listen, man, you get offended in the school, always take the proper protocol. Go to him and him alone, man. That's how you keep brotherhood strong, and that's how you keep demons away, and that's how you keep everyone together. You understand? Shalom. One take right here.
Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Cabins on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.
All right, Shalom Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of Warren West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. We've been established since 1969, teaching the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the Israelites according to the Bible. And we are not affiliated with any fake Israelite group, church, or any other organization. You understand? What we do in the school is teach us truth according to the Bible, from the beginning of the book to the very end of the book. We are the home of the truth. And right now, man, today, man, once again, it is law class. All right. Every Sunday in Chattanooga, Tennessee, we have these online law classes from 7 p.m. Eastern time and until. These law classes are so important. In this school, we teach the laws and statutes and commandments according to the Bible. The Lord gave the Israelites, who are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, these laws, these statutes, and commandments to follow. He didn't give these laws to anybody else because we refuse and haven't been taught properly how to follow these laws is why you see so much chaos
in the black community. It's why we so confused in the black community. It's why you see so much violence in our community, so much destruction in our communities, because we don't know these laws, man. These laws are structured. Without instructions, there is no structure. Without no rules, there is no structure. Without any of those things I just mentioned, there is no structure. You understand? A place with no laws is the purge. And that's what the black community is right now. The purge. Until we finally realize, man, hey, we got to do something. We got to actually do what God's telling us to do. And things will change, man. That's why I say, look, these law classes are important, man. And make sure you're tuning in and learning. Knowing you're an Israelite is not enough. A lot of us know who we are, but it comes with actually doing something while being born an Israelite. You know what I mean? When you're born an Israelite, you are now obligated to follow the Most High because He is your God and nobody else's God. All right, so tune into these classes, ask these questions. We're gonna answer them. We're gonna get your answer. If I don't have it today, you'll have questions, we'll get answered. You understand? So as you can see, I just played a little short film that the brothers in LA did. All right, a little short film. Our class, we got a very important class today. And this is a class for somebody who's in the truth now, or is even in the world. You know what I mean? This is a good, heavy topic we got today. And the topic of the class is forgiveness. You know what I mean? This is the topic we have today. We're going to talk about what is forgiveness. Why is forgiveness so important? You know what I mean? And do we have it as of today in 2024? And we all know the answer to that. And that's no. We do not have forgiveness in the black community. Your Christian pastor is not teaching you forgiveness. You won't hear anything in that church about forgiving nobody. The only person you're hearing about forgiving is Christ. The Lord forgave you for your sins, or Christ forgave you for your sins, or whatever. That's all. Besides that, you're not hearing about you personally forgiving nobody. No, they don't teach that inside this church. And like I say this, man, it's two things that will fix the black community today. And when I mean fix, I mean just change it completely. Forgiveness and accountability. Those two things right there would change the black community the next day. Those are two things that we lack, man. You understand? We are lacking. And because we lack those two things, that's why we in the conditions that we in to this day. Because we lack on how to forgive a brother, how to accept forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? How to give forgiveness. We don't know how to do that. We refuse to do it. You know what I mean? And that's because we're not being taught the proper way how to do these things, man. Like I said, man, look, this Bible is a book about black people. You know what I mean? If we follow these things will change our black communities. When I mean black, I also mean black and brown as well. The Hispanics, Nativians, all of us. Because it's the same way everywhere you go. No matter if you're going to the hood, the projects, or you're going to the reservations. We are all in the same boat, going through the same BS, man. And two things that change our, our stance and our position in this country is one, forgiveness, two, accountability. You know what I'm saying? You need both of those things when you're talking about brotherhood, which is our main problem. Brotherhood. Forgiving one another, you know what I'm saying? Taking accountability for one another and for yourself, and also having compassion for one another. That would change our community the next day. Like, it's not a lot. People think it's like rockets and science when we talking about changing our condition. You know what I mean? Like today we went out and did boots on ground. When we go out and talk to the people, pass our flyers, we do interviews. You can see all over our YouTube, TikTok pages, and we ask people different questions. And today we ask people about voting. You see Trump in a race, you see Biden, you see these different candidates doing their thing, man. And we ask black people, man, should black people be voting? You know, a lot of people said yes for the most part. Some people said no. Our problem is not our problem. The problems that we face in our community, voting ain't gonna fix, man. The problem is us. You know what I'm saying? We got to fix ourselves. And fixing ourselves is going to take forgiveness. All right? It's going to take forgiveness. You know, accountability and forgiveness, it would be the end of gang banging if we all knew forgiveness. There would be no more gang banging. There would be no more violence. You know what I mean? This is why we have so much crime and hate in our community. Because we refuse to forgive one another, man. We don't want to do it. You know, and sometimes we're going to get into as well in these scriptures, man. We don't like confronting one another either. We don't like talking about our problems, facing our problems, and fixing our problems. You know, you joining the gang and going hard with it, embracing it, you know, shooting up other people. You know, you shooting up these brothers you don't even know. You just joined the gang, and all you know is these niggas your ops. You ain't never met these brothers before, or you may know these brothers, but just because you a different gang and they're not the same gang as you, you don't like them. You can't hang with them, whatever, etc. You not knowing that the whole reason this gang even started is because the leader of this gang had a problem with that leader of the gang, and they never solved it. So they started, you know what I'm saying? Basically, he shot his house up. The brother shot his house up. The brother shot his, you know, now they back and forth. Now they just unaliving each other over one problem. You don't even know that. You just joining the gang. Not knowing that this, you know what I'm saying, these things are happening, people are being unalive, people are getting robbed and stolen from because he did something to his baby mama, or etc. You know, this is real life inside the black community. And this we gonna get into today describes black people to the top tier. You know what I mean? This Bible is for black people. All right, when we talking about forgiveness, you already know as a people, we have a huge problem when it comes to this. All right, so no more talking. Let's get into these scriptures, man. All right, let's get to this Bible. Let's get Leviticus 19 and 17. Leviticus 19 and 17. Salaki, y'all bear with me. Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17. All right. And today's class is about forgiveness. All right. What you're going to learn in this class is learning how to forgive a brother, man. And why a brother should forgive you, you know, vice versa. You're going to learn about accountability, you know, owning up. You also going to learn about rebuking a brother. All right. Confronting one another. You know, so you're going to learn about those three things in today's class, all right? So this is Leviticus 19 and 17. And it reads, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Start right there. All right? You should not hate your brother in thy heart. In the scriptures, when you see heart, man, it means your mind. You can't pause, you can't think with your heart. You know, your heart pumps blood. You only can think with your brain, with your mind, your conscience. That's what it means when they say your heart, your mind. You should not hate that brother in thy mind. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and thou not suffer sin upon him. This is a heavy scripture right here that all black and Hispanic Canadian Indians need to know and put this in their mind throughout their day. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to come a time where you offend a brother or a brother offends you. And there are certain laws when something like that happens, you abide by. So let's read that one more time. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy mind. thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. You should not hate your brother, hate your sister. You understand? Don't hate your brother and hate your sister, because what's going to happen after that? The more you hate somebody, you're going to want to do something to them. You're going to want to do something to that brother or sister. All right? And why is that? It says rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. So what does rebuke mean? Let's read that. Rebuke. Express sharp disapproval or criticism of someone because of their behavior or actions. One more time. Rebuke. Express sharp disapproval or criticism of someone because of their behavior or actions. This basically means to confront. All right. And this is how you know that brother and neighbor is the same thing. He's saying thy brother, and he's saying any wise rebuke thy neighbor. Brother and neighbor is the same thing. You know what I'm saying? This is about the Bloods and Crips. This is about us, man. About black people. Rebuke thy neighbor. Confront thy brother. All right. If you go on, man, if you were the brother and he says something that you don't like for real, y'all talking or something, he probably make a little joke. You know what I mean? Say a little joke. You don't, you ain't really feeling it for real. You're like, man, I ain't really like how that sounded. Your job by law is to confront this brother. Don't confront him inside your mind. Go up to this brother and tell him how you feel about what he said or what he did. Hey, Yakim, I ain't really like how you, I ain't really like how you was making fun of me over there. Or, hey, I don't really like how, you ain't pay me back that money I gave you, like you said you did. I don't what's the issue. I seen you went out last night with your girl, but you told me you ain't had the money for it. Like, what's the issue? I just don't feel like that was the brother thing to do. Talk to that brother face to face. Not doing this is it's just not a sin, but it's also weak. And it destroys the brotherhood. Because if you don't do this, what are you going to do? Let's keep reading. It says, and not suffer sin upon him. You're going to suffer sin upon his brother, upon yourself, because you are not rebuking him. You're not manning up and going to this brother and telling him what he did that was wrong. And this is what we don't do in the black community. This is our biggest problem, man. You know what I'm saying? This is why we have so many baby mamas and baby daddies right here. Because we don't know how to talk stuff out. The minute something wrong happened, we got a disagreement with anybody, we just leave, man. We leave the brother, we leave the problem, we leave it where it's at, instead of, instead of figuring it out. We just go ahead and go. And that's why we have so many problems and issues in our community. Nobody wants to work things out, man. Nobody want to talk stuff out. Everybody, everybody is what's that word I'm looking for? On demon time. The minute you harm or say something wrong to a brother, he's ready to unalive you, man. He's ready to fight you and put you down because of a disagreement. You not even knowing the brother is mad at you. You know what I mean? He didn't come to you. How would you know? Now you got money on your head. Now until you come around, this brother is mean mugging you. You know what I mean? Talking behind your back. It's just, it leads to so much unwanted confusion. By not rebuking somebody, your brother, who was, committed a sin, or saying something crazy to you. Anything. Any way somebody offended you in any way, your first reaction, your first thing to do is to rebuke that brother, man. You know what I mean? And it's a wise thing to do, man. All right, so that's what we're going to be talking about today's class, man. Forgiveness, rebuking our brother, compassion, all those things. All right, so let's go ahead and get verse 18. You should always, I'm going to say that. Let's get verse 18. And it reads, thou shalt not avenge. So what does avenge mean? What does avenge mean? Let's get that definition right quick. All right, the definition of avenge: inflict harm in return for injury or wrong done to oneself or another. Inflict harm on behalf of someone else previously wrong. All right, revenge is like, avenge is like, what's the word? Vengeance. Avenge is like vengeance. You know what I mean? It says, thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people. So say somebody, then did something to you and you don't rebuke them. You say, man, look, all right, it's cool. Yeah, he said this about me. It's all right. I ain't even gonna say nothing. But look, next time I see him, when I see him, it's over with. You can't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? This brother then saying something crazy, dude, not knowing that he did say something crazy. You already plotting on him. You plot your next move. You know what I'm saying? Going around some other people talking crazy about him, getting them to hate him too. Next thing you know, this brother's unalived. Y'all done beat this brother up or whatever because of you being scared to, confront this brother and rebuke this brother. The Lord says, man, let thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people. So like it. You know what I mean? Don't bear grudges. And that's what happens. It's like a cycle. And it always happens the same way every single time. You know what I mean? Like, we all see this every single day. You at work or whatever you at. You around some brothers and a brother say something that makes the brother mad. The brother who mad don't go to him, he coming to you. Yeah, man, what so-and-so saying was crazy. I ain't like that. You probably say, man, go tell him. Nah, I ain't even gonna tell him. I ain't even gonna say nothing. Now, every time this brother come around you, you're angry. You probably laughing and talking. This brother walking the door, you get quiet. You get quiet. Don't even say nothing. Start looking around. You mean mugging them. You know what I'm saying? Getting mad at them for petty stuff. All because this one problem, one situation that you didn't rebuke him for. That's what I mean by it's a forever lasting cycle, man. And this could be a family member, your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your uncle, a really close friend. Because you didn't rebuke this person for one thing he's done to offend you, you're going to hate him for the rest of your life. And he doesn't even know that he offended you. That's the crazy part. We just automatically assume that we offended somebody. So like that somebody, offended us. Like we just automatically assume that, man, that he knows that he offended me. I'm going to say this 90% of the time, a brother don't know that he offended you, man. Now it's different if you're arguing or something with somebody, y'all arguing with each other, whatever. But if it's not that case, sometimes a brother really don't know if he offended you. That's why it's a law for you to rebuke this brother or sister, whoever, man. Right then and there. Don't wait no second, man. Y'all around a lot of people, hey, can I talk to you right quick, cuz? Yeah, man, you can talk to me, man. All right. Y'all walk in the back, whatever. Hey, man, I ain't like what you said back there. I ain't really appreciate that. I feel like you was playing, trying to be funny around these girls and stuff. I just ain't feeling that, man. That's how you got to do it, man. But not seeing anything at all, you're the problem. You're the problem at that point. If somebody offends you and you don't say anything at all, you're the problem. I just keep reading. But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord. If you love your brother, man, you will confront your brother. And if you love your brother and you get confronted, you're going to forgive that brother if you really love him. These are laws that we need to be established in our communities. American laws, that ain't working for us, man. The Bible is our government. The Bible is our laws. And we got to abide by them to fix things. It is not rockets and science to fix the Black community. It is really easy. And Commander Juliana is showing you that it is really easy. You know what I'm saying? Once you find out who you are and come back to the Most High, you're going to do everything else for us, man. It's not that hard, man. Brotherhood is something that we can do. And make it happen. We got to be willing to do it, though, man. And one thing we missing is forgiveness. All right? You should always forgive your brother. Always. Because the Most High forgives us on a daily basis. You know what I mean? What did Christ die for? Did Christ die so that you never have to forgive anybody else? He forgave you. You know what I mean? The Lord forgave you. You getting high, smoking every day. You know what I mean? Doing this, doing that, doing this. And you expect God to forgive you and you don't forgive your people, your brothers? That's hypocritical, man. That's hypocritical. And the Christian pastors is teaching us to be hypocritical. Teaching us to hate our own brother and not stand one another and not forgive one another. When you go through things like this, that is not biblical, man. That is not godly. How we going to come together as a people? How we going to fix things if everybody hate each other? It don't make sense, man. Christianity is not bringing the Black community together. It's dividing it. Religion divides us, man. Some of us are Muslim. Some of us are Christians. Some of us are atheists. Some of us are even Buddhists. Religion is not race. The Bible was race. And we are the same people. That means we in the same boat. That means we can serve the same God, man. That means we got the same laws. That means you're my brother. And that means something, man. And the Christian church is ruining that. We got to see that, man. It's 2024. You still going to church, man, you are completely lost. Seeing what's going down in these churches, man, how are you still going to church? The T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar scandal, the Joel Elstein's, I mean, I can so many. You know what I mean? The law is with the eyes you became in. We teaching what's inside this Bible, man. All right? Forgive your brother, man. Forgive him. Because the Lord treats you the same exact way. All right? So let's drop this right here. Let's drop this. Let's get Matthew 6 and 14. Matthew 6 and 14. And one thing we're going to touch on as well, like, man, I want to say, look, don't say you forgive somebody and stab them in the back. You know, that's an evil thing to do. And I see that all the time too. You know, that goes on in our community a lot. You know, don't forgive somebody and then stab them right in the back. A brother come to you and he tells you, man, he's sorry. Forgive him for what he's done. Or you go to that brother, like say for instance, you go to this brother and he, you know, and you tell him what he did wrong. And he say, man, look, man, you right, man, you right. That video, man, that video I just showed with Cal on Cal. Cal was like, man, yeah, you right. You know what? That's my fault. Let me get you a drink. Y'all go out to get drinks, have a good time. You go home, speaking bad on this brother in front of your real, to your real. Yeah, nigga, man, nigga Cap, man. He was talking crazy. He tried to apologize or whatever, but got a drink, but I still ain't messing with him for real. You know what I mean? That's crazy, man. Don't be that brother. You know what I mean? That's this goes on all the time. Like I can go on and on and on, y'all, about this one. This situation right here. We all been through something where you and your real arguing, and she just gave you, and You done forgave her, and y'all bringing this thing back up an hour later, 2 hours later. Or it's been like 2 months, and she bringing the same thing back up that she already forgave you for. You know, don't do that either. You know what I mean? If a situation is ended and y'all forget, if you forgive this brother, he forgave you, move on from it. Don't bring it back up. That situation is dead, man. Leave that situation in the past. All right? If you confront a brother and he forgives you, that's done, man. Y'all back tight now, whatever. However you want to call it. Don't bring that situation back up. You know what I mean? Don't leave that situation and gonna bring it to another group of friends. Now you talking about him some more after you already told him you forgive him. It's unbrotherly, man. And like I said, this goes on so much in our communities. This is why so much chaos and destruction and violence, man. Because this one thing right here. All right, so let's read Matthew 6:14, and it reads, "For if you forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you." And that's heavy right there. That's spot on. Like I was saying, who are you to not forgive anybody when the Most High forgives you? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about grace, man. That's what grace is. A lot of people get it twisted. And I mean, a lot of people, I mean Christianity. We now have right now to get ourselves in order until Christ returns. Grace is a matter of time. You understand? We have right now to get ourselves in order. Meaning, if you in the world doing sinful things, you now have the opportunity to change your life because of what Christ did. The Lord's gonna forgive you for all the things that you've done, man, against him. Why? Because Christ died for you in your sins. So who are you to not forgive anybody when the Lord forgives you? You know what I mean? You ain't bigger than God. Nobody's bigger than the Most High. All right? So if you forgive somebody who's trespassed against you, the Lord will also forgive you. Verse 15. But if ye forgive not men their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive your trespasses. And it's just that simple. A lot of us don't realize how simple this Bible really is, man. The Bible is reality. Christianity is not reality. We think we can just do whatever the hell we want to do, and God will forgive us. We can just do whatever we want to do forever, ever, and the Lord will continue to forgive us. But when somebody do something to us, we don't forgive them. Is that not hypocritical? Like, who do we think the Most High is, man? Who do we think God is? The same God that destroyed the whole earth with water, unalived everybody. You think he works like this? Absolutely not, man. That ain't how it goes. That ain't how it works. If you don't forgive your brother for what they've done against you, the Lord's not going to forgive you. All right? You know, that is a sin, man. It's a law, man. You must forgive your brother. You must forgive him. And it's like a lot of us, man, we live with so much hate in our minds, hate in our hearts for what somebody did to us. It kind of ruins your whole life. You know, whether you've been, sexually assaulted, anything, you live with that burden on you for the rest of your life. And it just kills you. It controls how you move, how you think, what you do because of the situation you went through with somebody. And it could be a friend, a loved one, somebody. I had a big, huge falling out. And you let that situation, affect any other new friend or somebody you close to, somebody you get close to. You know what I mean? That's, it's a burden. You got to get that off you, man. By forgiving your brother, forgiving your sister, forgiving anybody who's done something to you. Not just for them, forgive them for you too. Because the Most High forgave you. All right? And that's that on that. If you don't forgive your brother, why should the Most High forgive you? You sin too. You saying you ain't perfect. You done messed up. The Lord forgave you. You know what I'm saying? It's all about compassion at the end of the day. And one thing we lack is compassion. If you don't have compassion, how the hell you gonna forgive somebody? If you're looking down on your brother for the same thing you used to do, how you gonna forgive somebody? You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. That's a fairy tale. Christianity is giving us fairy tales. It makes us selfish. It makes it about us. It's not about you, man. It's about your brothers too. You ain't in this by yourself. It's like everybody think they got a personal relationship with the Most High. You know what I mean? You don't. All right. So let's drop this right here. Let's go to Luke chapter 7 and verse 40. Luke 7 and 40. So like it. You know what I mean? We all need forgiveness. All of us do. You know, you ain't the only one that, you know, God has forgave. Everybody needs forgiveness, not just you. You know, so who are you to not give that brother forgiveness? If a brother's coming to you, you know, telling you what he did, you know, telling you how he's wrong, you should respect that brother. Respect him for doing it, man, and forgive him. And we don't have that in the Black community. We don't. We lack that. And that's one thing that will turn our communities around in the next day. Not voting, not marching down the street, not protesting. You know what I'm saying? Forgiving one another. So many kids will still have their parents in the same household if your mother and father forgave each other. These little petty arguments we argue about, these little small problems we argue about, is ruining our communities. You know, everybody has had, and I can say this, man. I'm gonna say about 90% of people's always had that one friend they fell out with and didn't know why. You know, you be thinking like, man, me and so-and-so used to be cool, man. That was my brother, man. That was my homie, man. What happened? You might see this brother 10, 20 years after the fact. You might ask him, man, what happened with us, man? We were cool back in the day. What happened? And y'all sit there and think like, dang, you did this and I ain't even tell you what you did. You know, you let one little small problem situation override a 20-year friendship. Now y'all back cool, whatever. And y'all was like, man, we ain't even have to do all that, man. It wasn't even that big of a deal. And that's the same situation that most of us go through to this day. A brother has offended you and you didn't say anything. You know what I mean? You stop talking to this brother. This brother don't know what's going on with you. And you just leave each other alone. And now it's beef. Now y'all trying to unalive each other. Now you trying to sleep with his wife. Trying to steal from him. And now this other mess. Because you didn't rebuke this brother, man. All right? This is not a joke. You know what I mean? This is a real thing, man. This Bible is about niggas. Who do this, man? We do. Nobody do this more than us. You sitting here riding with your homeboy, finna go shoot so-and-so house up because he said something about him and they confront him. You know what I mean? Something so small, man. You done made it so big. Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's a real issue. The Bible is telling us how to go with it, man. How to fix these things. All right. So let's read right here. All right. Peter asked Christ a question. All right. So verse 40. Christ answering unto him, Simon, saying, I have someone to say unto thee. And he said, Master, say on. Salaki, we're gonna save this. Let's get Matthew 18:21 first. Then we're gonna come back to this. So let's get Matthew 18. And 21. This is Matthew chapter 18 and verse 21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how often shall my brother sin against me and I forgive him? Till 7 times? So Peter's asking Christ, how many times should I forgive my brother for sinning against me? Is it 7 times? I know some of y'all are wondering that. If somebody keep doing the same thing to me over and over again, should I forgive them, or should I, where do I draw the line at? That's basically what Peter is asking Christ. This is Christ's response, verse 22. Christ said unto him, I say not unto thee until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. So Christ said, nah, not until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. Now, this is not literal. A Christian pastor read this and literally say, what's 70 times 7? 490. All right. After the 490 times, then I don't forgive him no more. That's what your Christian pastor tell you. This is not what Christ meant. Christ meant, nah, man. 70 times 7. He's telling him, always forgive thy brother. Don't never not forgive your brother. There is no limit to how many times you should forgive your brother. Always forgive him. The Lord is always going to forgive you. You know what I mean? The Lord forgave you. So always forgive your brother. There is no limit to this. There ain't no 3-strike rule. He got one more time, man. This man, bro, he got one more time. I know he said sorry. I know he apologized. And this nigga got one more time to try me. I swear to God, man, it's over with. You can't be like that. I know a lot of y'all that say that, man. A lot of y'all are like this. We can't be like that. If a brother's coming to you and apologizing, you know what I mean? Accept his apology. You do it again, get some counsel. Take the brother to counsel. And we're going to get into that as well. All right? So now let's get Luke 7:40. You're going to winding up, holding a grudge. And grudges are the worst, man. You know what I mean? Holding a grudge towards your brother, that's the worst. That's why most, this is a Chattanooga, Tennessee. I can't speak where a lot of y'all are from watching this class, but one problem we always had down here is we had a hard time having clubs, man. Having places where Black people can come together and listen to music and dance and have fun. This right here we talking about today in this class is a prime example. Somebody bump into you in the club, stuffing your shoes, you ready to shoot them. You ready to fight them, man. A brother stuffing your shoe, you say, my bad, man, my bad. I ain't see it. You done shove them, push them, ready to fight, or you done seen a brother in the club you got some beef with. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just talking to this brother like you should be doing, confronting him, you shoot him in the club. You done ruined it for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because of a problem that you got with this brother and you ain't addressed yet. You see how little this stuff be and how big it comes, how big the outcome is. You know how many little kids have been unalived in the drive-by? How many houses have been robbed because of this little issue that we have in our community that we think is so big and so huge? It's not a conspiracy. Fixing the Black community is not a conspiracy theory. You know what I mean? It's not, man. Like I said in the class, forgiveness, accountability, compassion. That's all it's going to take to build our communities back up, man. Nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Coming together. That's the brotherhood. All right, so let's get into Luke right quick, man. Luke 7:40. And it reads, and Christ saying to him, Simon, I have someone to say unto thee. And he said, Master say on. So Christ is from, tell some a parable, like he always does. So Luke chapter 7 and verse 41, it reads, there was a certain creditor which had 2 debtors. The one owed 500 pence and the other owed 50. So that was a creditor. Think of a creditor as like a bank, man. A bank, right? So a bank gave out one brother 5. I'm gonna say one brother gave one brother 100,000, and they got the other brother 10,000. All right. Verse 42. And when they had nothing to pay, he frankly forgave them both. Tell me therefore, which of them will love him most. All right, so the bank, the creditor forgave both of these brothers. When it came time to pay, neither one of them had the money to pay him back. And he said, you know what? Y'all good, y'all straight. I ain't even gotta pay me back, y'all good, man. Christ asked Simon Peter, he said, all right, which one of them will love this brother the most? Let's see what he said. Peter answered and said, I suppose that he to whom he forgave the most. And he said to him, thou hast rightly judged. All right, the brother that had the most debt is probably who's going to love this brother the most. Meaning that what? Everybody deserves forgiveness, regardless of the offense. This brother owed this brother almost $500,000 and forgave him. This other brother owed him like 50K. He forgave both of them. He could have said, man, you know what? You only owe me 50,000. You cool, man. I ain't even tripping off you. But you owe me $500,000. I need that back, man. I need at least half of it. No, he said, you know what? I forgive both of y'all. Because it does not matter the offense, man. Everybody deserves forgiveness. All right, we've all done the most horrendous things in this world. And because of what Christ did, you now have the possibility, the opportunity to change your life. So use it wisely. Use it wisely, man. You know what I'm saying? Repent and show the Most High that you are sorry for the things that you have done. And he'll forgive you, man. And that same thing goes with your brothers. Your brother showing you that he's sorry, telling you, man, look, my bad, man, I ain't mean to do that. I ain't being said that. You are obligated to forgive that brother, according to the Bible, no matter what. All right? Let's drop this. Let's get Matthew 18 and 15. One of my favorite scriptures. Sloppy. And it reads, Matthew 18 and 15. Moreover, if thy brother should trespass against thee, go and tell his fault between thee and him alone. All right. So again, we've been through this the whole class. If a brother trespass against you, meaning he done something to you, or said something to you, or said something about you that you did not like, you should go to him alone. Meaning A and B conversation, not with 2 people, 3 people. It should be you and him alone. And you should not tell nobody about y'all problem. It should only stay between y'all. Don't get nobody else involved. That's a huge problem that we have. All right. Somebody did something wrong to us. We going to tell the whole block. Yeah, man, so-and-so said something to me, man. I ain't like it for real, bro. I ain't really messing with it. Did you tell him that? No, I ain't told him yet. How many times we done heard that, man? We done heard that a lot of times in our community. The Bible is telling us what to do. If somebody says something to you, trespass against you, Go to that brother alone. All right, let's keep reading. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. So what does that mean? If you go to that brother and he's hearing what you're saying, he's taking accountability for what he did, you gained that brother. You know what, bro? You right. I was tripping. I think I drunk a little bit that night. You know, I ain't mean to say that. I won't even think straight, man. I ain't even know I offended you, bro. I ain't know that. Boom. Y'all shake on it. Y'all good. That's you gaining that brother. Now imagine we do that today, starting now in my communities. Imagine how many lives would be saved, man. How many households would still be together? How many friendships would still stay intact? Because it's one scripture right here. We don't go to our brother at all. And if we do, it's not alone, man. These are instructions given to black people. You know what I mean? These are instructions that we should be following. Without these instructions, it's chaos. And that's exactly what's going on in our communities. Chaos. And not just brothers, I mean sisters too. Yep. Sisters too. All the gossip and stuff, I gotta cut that out, man. No more gossip. A sister said something crazy to you, you go to that sister alone. Hey sis, I ain't really like how I ain't like kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. I ain't like how you said that. My bad, sis. I ain't mean it like that. Y'all hug it out. And it's just that simple. But what if it doesn't go that way? Let's read. Let's keep reading. But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two or more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every word may be established. So this is what we have in this school, and if you in the world, you can also receive counsel. We give counsel to everybody inside the school if you're Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. All right. So let's say if you want to, you want to hug or whatever. Our brother say something to you, you go to his brother alone, and he's not hearing anything you're saying. He's being real combative. You'll take this brother to counsel. Take this brother, man. You get 2 or 3 or more, people involved in it. Y'all sit there and talk about it. Now you got 2 and 3 people who don't know about this issue talking about it with y'all. They getting your side and they getting your side. And y'all just talking about it. So he did what to you? Yeah, man, that brother borrowed some money from me and then pay me back. Did he do that? Yeah, man, I borrowed the money and I ain't paying him back. I'm gonna go buy some shoes with it. So y'all sit there and talk about it. All right, brother, well, you wrong. You know what I mean? And that's how our problems would be established, let's say in our communities, if we were abiding by this. We don't need the government. We don't need the police. We don't need any of that. You know what I mean? We don't got to call the police for our problems. Problems we have for one another. We can do this on our own and by ourselves. You understand? Salakia. All right, let's drop down to verse 24. Salakia 23. And I meant to read this when we were talking about Peter. So we're going to read this right here. So we're going to finish the whole chapter up. Verse 18. All right, so it reads. So before this scripture, Christ, told Peter to forgive your brother 70 times 7, right? And he said this right after that. He said, therefore is the kingdom of heaven likened unto a certain king, which would take account of his servants. And that's the right thing to do. We all should do this. It should be going on inside of our communities. You should always take account of your brother. And that means what? To hold a brother accountable before he's done to you. Meaning to what? Confront him, rebuke him. And Christ said, this is how it's going to be in the kingdom. So let's keep reading. Verse 24. When he had begun to reckon one was brought into him, which owed him 10,000 talents. All right, so this brother owed the king, man, 10,000 talents. All right, verse 25. Before as much as he had not to pay, his Lord commanded him to be sold and his wife and children and all that he had in payment to be made. So the brother ain't having to pay. He didn't have the money. The king was like, all right, well, I'm finna sell all your wife. I'm finna sell your wife, your children. Y'all finna I'm finna see out of slavery, man. And you also gonna make that payment back too. So the king was being a little rough on him. The king ain't playing around. The king is like, man, all right, you ain't got my money. All right, cool. I'm finna do something to you. So the king ain't being brotherly. Verse 26. The servant therefore fell down and worshipped him, saying, Lord, have patience with me, and I will pay thee all. So what this brother do right here? The brother got some money from this king. They didn't pay him back. And now he's apologized. Now he's saying, look, have patience with me, and I will pay thee all, man. All right? Have some compassion for me, and I'm going to get you your money back, all of it. All right? Verse 27. Then the Lord of that servant was moved with compassion and loosed him and forgave him the debt. The king, but man, he was moved with compassion. You know what I mean? He was moved with it. All right? And he forgave him the debt. This is how we fix things in our community. A brother come to you with a problem, an issue, you tell that brother, man, look, man, my apologies, man. My bad for that. And a brother should forgive you. You understand? He should forgive you. And that's what this king did. He forgave that brother. But wait, there's more. Verse 28. But the same servant went out and found one of his fellow servants, which owed him 100 pence. And he laid hands on him and took him by the throat, saying, pay me thou owest. So this is crazy. The same brother who just asked him, who owed the king some money, but was forgiven, went out to another brother who owed him money, only 100 pence, so let's say $10, and he put hands on him. He put hands on him. This is a black book, man. The brother put hands on him and took him by the throat and said, pay me, give me my money back. I need my money. I need meat. All right? I don't know my money yet. I know what you've been doing, but look, man. You know, he done beat him up, roughed him up, slapped him up, and started choking him out. How many times we done seen this in the hood? Or another, when some money get involved? How many brothers that have been unalive because of money being involved? Come on, man. See, yeah, the brother then beat him up, slapped him up, and told him, man, look, pay me. Verse 29. And his fellow servant fell down at his feet and besought him, saying, have patience with me, and I will pay thee all. So the same thing this brother said to him, he also said to the king when he was going through it. So the brother's like, man, look, man, be patient with me, man. Have some compassion with me. I'm going to pay you all the money. Give me some time. You know, already beat me up. You didn't choke me out. I'm all right. I'm going to pay you back for real. I got you. Keep reading. Verse 30. And he would not, but went and cast him to prison till he should pay the debt. The brother said, nah, I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear that. I need my money today, and you ain't got it. You finna go to prison. I'm finna put you in here. See, you pay me that money back. So the same thing, the king had compassion on his brother. But the brother ain't had compassion on the other brother that owed him money. Do not be like this brother right here. If you see a brother forgiving you, and you don't, when you going through it, and you don't forgive the same brother that you gave money out to, whatever, you are a hypocrite, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a wicked thing to do. All right, the Lord will forgive you, but you won't forgive him. You won't forgive a brother who's done wrong to you, but the Lord forgave you though. You know what I'm saying? That's very hypocritical, and that's what Christianity teaches us. It's like we all been taught to have a personal relationship with God, and that's it. That God only loves you, and that's all. That's Christianity. You hate everybody else and only love you. That is Christianity. Yeah, God forgave me, but I ain't forgiving none of y'all though. That is ridiculous, man. And that's the spirit this brother had on him. Yeah, the king forgave me, but I ain't finna forgive none of y'all though. I need my money today. Whoever ain't got my money, look, I'm finna put your hands on you. You finna get it. You know what I mean? You know, do not be like this brother. All right, let's keep reading. Verse 31. So when his fellow servants saw what was done, they were very sorry and came and told unto the Lord that was all done. So his fellow servants seen what he had did to that brother. They were like, whoa, that wasn't right, man. That brother, that wasn't right. The king just forgave you for the same thing you beat this brother up for. He forgave you for that. So they went and told the king what he had done, which was the right move. And then his Lord, after he had called him, saying to him, O thou wicked servant, I forgave thee all that debt because thou desirest me. The king said, look, man, I forgave all that debt because you asked me for forgiveness, and I gave you that, man. But you gonna go out here and beat that brother up for the same thing I forgave you for? See what we say after that. Verse 33. Shouldest not thou also have compassion on thy fellow servant, even as I had pity on thee? He said, should you not have compassion on your brother like I had compassion for you? That's a question, man. As his Lord was wroth and delivered him to the torment, said he should pay all that was due unto him. So likewise, shall my heavenly Father do also unto you, if ye from your hearts forgive not everyone his brother that trespasses. This is heavy right here, man. Let's read that one more time. So likewise, shall my heavenly Father do also unto you, if ye from your hearts forgive not everyone his brother that trespasses. Meaning, if you somebody, you know what I mean, who does not forgive your brother, then the Lord is not going to forgive you. That's all that means, man. That's the parable that Christ is trying to explain. This is his summary right here. So likewise, shall my heavenly Father do also unto you, if ye from your hearts forgive not everyone his brother that trespasses. You got to forgive everybody. The same way the Lord forgave you, you got to forgive everybody as well. Or the Lord won't forgive you. That brother, man, asked forgiveness, he was granted forgiveness, and then went out there and didn't forgive that brother for the same thing. And the Lord said, you know what? The king said, you know what? Nah, man. Put him in the torment. Because you're a wicked servant. And we can't be that way. You understand? Forgive one another. Confront one another. You know what I'm saying? You know, have accountability for what you do wrong as well. You do something wrong, man. Take accountability for that. All right? Own up to the things that, you know, you did wrong, said wrong. Because you never know how a brother, you know, take offense to things. It's some brothers who are secure, and it's a lot of brothers who are insecure. All right? Some brothers are sensitive. Certain things rub them the wrong way. And you wouldn't know that. So you can't tell a brother how they should be offended. You offended them. You know what I mean? You can't tell nobody how they should feel. When you the one that offended them, you know what I mean? Apologize, do what you got to do to gain that brother, man. That's real, real true brotherhood that we lack in our communities, man. All right? So with that, we got the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge store out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Jordan Hunter. That's my time. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Cabins on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.